Hello, Alessandra. Nice to see you again.
Thank you for agreeing to see me so quickly. Apologies again about having to leave in the middle of our meeting this time.
Not at all. So, did you have an opportunity to talk to your husband?
Yes, and he's quite confident about Microheart's products.
So, does he think you should take a financial risk and push Microheart to try and be an independent agent?
Well, he thinks the best thing is to look at the percentage commission they are offering. Presumably, it is greater if I'm independent and carrying part of the financial risk. He also mentioned that there was an issue with exclusivity.
Yes, exclusivity is also what we might call a double-edged sword.
Why do you say that?
Well, that is because exclusivity is effectively a two-way street.
Maybe you could stop talking in cliché, Frank. I don't fully understand you.
Sorry. What I mean is that any exclusivity clause in the agreement would probably be reciprocal in character. And so although you might have exclusivity in Italy for Microheart's products, chances are they would also require you not to represent any other software manufacturers. Effectively, you would be tied to them. Again, if Microheart has successful products, this is not an issue. However, if they are not, or if their products suddenly become less popular, then it becomes a crucial matter, as you will not be able to act as agent for anyone else in your home country. And also, if you are independent, you might end up holding a lot of Microheart's products and find yourself unable to sell them.
I see what you mean about it being a double-edged sword.
You see, clichés do have their uses. There are also competition law concerns linked to exclusivity, as obviously it is a distortion on competition if only you are allowed to sell their products in Italy. This would especially be the case if you were independent, as then the agreement could be considered what the Americans call a conspiracy.
Oh, it doesn't sound good.
Well, it doesn't have to necessarily be a problem either. There are permissible restrictions on competition. The important thing is to ensure that the agreement comes within these restrictions.
And how will we do that?
Well, the European Commission, the authority that is ultimately responsible for the application of competition law policy within the EU, has very generously adopted guidelines on vertical restraints.
Vertical restraints, eh?
Yes, basically agreements are divided into either vertical agreements or horizontal agreements. Horizontal agreements are agreements between undertakings or companies operating at the same economic level. For example, an agreement between two manufacturers. Vertical agreements are agreements involving two businesses at different levels of the market. For example, a manufacturer and an agent.
So I will be entering into a vertical agreement with Microheart, eh?
Yes, exactly. And because it might raise some competition law concerns, the European Commission has issued a guidebook as to the types of clauses you can have in such an agreement, if it is not to be considered anti-competitive.
Okay, I understand. And does the agreement comply with the guidelines? Eh?
Well, I don't know because they still have not sent it to us. Do you want to try and give Richard Howell a ring now and ask him to get onto James Hunt about sending the agreement? To be honest, I found Hunt a little bizarre.
Okay, I will ring him.
Let me step out of the office and give you some privacy.